Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we unpack the secrets shiny corporate documents hold for us. And today we have a real spicy one from Ramaco Resources, Incorporated, a company that's clearly not shy about finding itself in the middle of a legal drama. Buckle up. So what's going on with Ramaco Resources Incorporated? Well, on the 13th of February of 2026, the company got served with legal papers. This means a lawsuit has officially been filed against them. It's a class action lawsuit, which means one person is suing on behalf of a whole group of people who they say were harmed in the same way. The lawsuit was actually filed a bit earlier on the 30th of January in a New York court. Now, usually when companies file these reports, it is all about the numbers, how they're doing financially. But this filing is a bit different. It's primarily an announcement about a legal event. We do see mentions of their different share classes like Class A common stock and Class B common stock. They also have these things called senior notes, which are basically loans the company took out that it has to pay back with interest by certain dates. For example, they have 8.375% senior notes due in 2029 and 8.25% senior notes due in 2030. These are traded on the Nasdaq Global Select Market, which is a major stock exchange. Let's get to the heart of the matter. The lawsuit was filed by someone named Lynn Henning, who is suing not just for herself, but for everyone else who might have been affected. And who are the big names on the defense side? Well, it's Ramaco Resources Incorporated itself, Randall W., Atkins the chairman and chief executive officer, and Jeremy R. Sussman, the chief financial officer. So the top brass is directly involved. What's the accusation? The complaint claims violations of key securities laws. Think of these as the rules of the road for companies that sell shares to the public. Specifically, they're pointing to sections 10B and 20A of the Securities Exchange Act of 1934 and a rule called 10B-5. In simple terms, this means they are accused of making fake or misleading statements about important company information. And what specifically are these alleged misleading statements about? It's all about the company's Brookmine project in Wyoming. This project is focused on rare earth and critical minerals, a very hot topic these days. The lawsuit argues that the company made false statements regarding the development and mining progress of this project during a specific time period. This period of alleged misrepresentation is from the 31st of July 2025 to the 23rd of October 2025. So if you invested in Ramaco Resources Incorporated during that time and believe you were misled about the Brookmine project, this class action might be relevant to you. What is the plaintiff asking for? Well, first they want the court to officially declare this a class action case. They're also seeking financial compensation for all the damages suffered by the investors, including interest and all the costs associated with bringing this lawsuit, like legal fees for the lawyers and the experts. They want whatever the court deems fair and proper to make things right. Now here is Ramaco Resources Incorporated's response. They are saying loud and clear that they believe they have strong arguments to fight these claims. They're not backing down and plan to defend themselves aggressively. This is a standard line from companies facing lawsuits, but it signals a potentially long and costly legal battle ahead. This report is signed by Randall W. Atkins, the chairman and chief executive officer, on the 20th of February 2026. This is just a few days after they were served with the lawsuit. So what is the story here beyond the legal jargon? Ramaco Resources Incorporated is facing a serious accusation of misleading investors about a key project. This isn't just about money changing hands, it is about trust and transparency in the stock market. The Brookmine project sounds like it is supposed to be a big deal for the company, potentially a source of future revenue and growth. If the claims in the lawsuit are true, it suggests there was a disconnect between what the company was telling the public and what was actually happening on the ground. This kind of lawsuit can have ripple effects. For investors, it means uncertainty and potential financial losses. For the company, it means legal costs, time and energy diverted from actually running the business and potentially damage to its reputation. The fact that the CEO and CFO are personally named also highlights the seriousness with which the plaintiffs view the alleged misconduct. Looking ahead, the company has stated it will fight this vigorously. This will likely involve a lot of back and forth in court discovery of documents and potentially witness testimonies. The outcome will depend on the evidence presented and how the court interprets the events during that class period. Whether this is a minor hiccup or a major turning point for Ramaco will be something to watch closely. Now, looking at this filing from a broader perspective, what does it tell us about Ramaco Resources Incorporated? First off, it shows they are involved in a high-stakes area with rare earth and critical minerals, which are vital for many modern technologies. These projects are often complex and can face development challenges. Second, this legal challenge indicates potential issues with their communication and disclosure practices. For any investor, it always pays to be a little skeptical, especially when the going gets tough for a company. The company's assertion of having strong defenses is important, but lawsuits can be unpredictable and expensive regardless of the eventual outcome. Alright, that is our deep dive into this interesting filing from Ramaco Resources Incorporated. What do you think about this situation and what does it signal for the company's future? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this breakdown useful, please hit that like button, it really helps us out, and subscribe for more unfiltered corporate insights. And don't forget to join our Discord community linked in the description. Thanks for watching and see you next time.